Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Sultai Midrange. So I found this deck online and I really wanted to try it out because it looks like it's all over the place and it's kind of weird. It has all the cards I like and it's kind of weird in sort of a middle of the ground between EDH and an actual standard deck because it has a lot of one-offs and two-offs, and I wanted to see whether or not this deck can actually perform in standard because it's. In my head, looking at the cards, I'm looking at the card list, it seems to be very greedy, but it has a lot of the cards that I feel like can answer a lot of the decks in today's metagame. So let's look at the deck list itself. In the early game, we got 3 cut downs and 3 go for the throat. That's a lot of removal. We also have 3 make disappears to counter an early game creature spell or early game tempo spell. But then we also have 1 negate to potentially hit a game-winning spell on our opponent's side, like a Breach the Multiverse or something big. Right, and then we also have 1 Terra Thunder. I think Terra Thunder is almost a must in today's decks, especially if you have green. Obviously, only if you have green, but especially in any green deck because the Terra Thunder can hit Celestus. Terra Thunder can hit what is that thing called again? I have it in the deck. The Virtue Persistence. It can also hit the other virtues. It can even hit the Leyline Binding. Terra Thunder is just so useful. And when it doesn't have anything to hit, you can pay 4 and just hit anything you want. That's pretty good. And then we have 1 Siphon Insight. 1 Siphon Insight to steal from an opponent's deck. But that 1 card actually is 2 cards because it has Flashback, right? So as I said, there's a lot of one-offs in the deck. Then in the 3-drop, we got 2 Quick Study to gain more card draw, 2 Dissipate for an absolute counterspell, and then 2 Path of Perils for a board wipe. So again, all over the place. Then in the 4-drop, we got 2 Memory Deluge to get more card draw, 2 Archfiend to, attack our opponent with, to put them on a clock. Again, what is this for? I don't understand it, but it's in the deck. And then we have 2 Sheoldred the Apocalypse. Of course, this is for killing our opponent and drawing cards and gaining life on our side. We have 1 Sorin for a little bit of a Super Friend synergy, and then 2 Blossoming Tortoise to get lands from our graveyard back to play. And then, this is just a little bit of a ramp on turn 4. And then for the 5-drop, we got 1 Ashiok, just so that, we don't pay life. And we can also, or we mill ourselves and also mill our opponent. We can also get 2/1/1 Black Nightmares. I don't know, everywhere. And then in the 6-drop to 7-drop, we got 1 Hornlock Whale, which is a kind of a 2-drop that also serves as a 7-drop. We got 2 Breach the Multiverse, 2 Virtual Persistence, and then 1 Nissa Ascendant Animus. So you can see a lot of one-offs. One-off, 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 one-off. And then here we have one-off, one-off, one-off. And then a lot of 2-offs, a little bit of 3-offs for the removal that we definitely need. And that's kind of how the deck is spread out. Then in the land base, we got 1 Otawara, 1 Takenuma, 1 Boseiju, 2 Forests, 4 Darkslick Shores, 3 Shipwreck Marsh, 2 Deathcap Glade, 1 Landward Waste, 4 Restless Cottage. I don't want this to be the heart of the deck. 4 Restless Cottage, 1 Dreamroom Cascade, 2 Restless Vinestock, 1 Yavimaya Coast, and then 3 Rafine Tower, which I believe is for the Path of Peril. So you can see this deck is all over the place. I got this deck on, mtgdex.com or .net, and I wanted to work. It seems so fun. It seems so interesting. It's like trying to play EDH in standard. It's got a lot of one-offs. It's trying to have answers for every kind of metagame decks. I don't know. This seems to be a way greedy version of deck building, and I did not change a single card in this deck. So I want to really try out this deck to see if it has any chance. So let's try it out. And of course, knowing me, playing standard, I'm just not going to draw lands and then see what happens, I guess. We got a lot of man lands. We got Turtle. We got the Sheoldred. We got Archfiend. I don't know what theme this deck is going for, especially the Archfiend, because we're not aggro, I think. Then, if not aggro, how do we even kill our Archfiend without our Archfiend killing us? We don't have anything to sacrifice. I guess we can sacrifice it to make this appear. I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun trying to find new decks, because every time I try to build decks, I just get salty that my idea isn't working. Alright, we're going to go first with 5 lands in our hand. Animate Disappear. And then Breach. Do we? No way, right? No. But maybe? No. Okay, fine. That's terrible. Still Breach. I'm thinking I'm going to pull back Breach. Keep 6. We have 3 lands now, so it's a little bit better. This land can come into play tapped for now. It'll be untapped next turn. I guess we'll Takenuma next turn, depending on what our opponent plays. They are a bad robot. And they are a very bad robot. Very bad indeed. Bad robot. We gotta go first though. Really good. Because that means the Squee turn lines up with our Hornlock Whale turn. I didn't need to I don't need to Virtue there. I could have waited for the Path of Peril, but I think it's better to have a turn 2 play against red. They're not red, they're Boros. Everything I believed in is wrong. Alright. I'm gonna play the Restless Cottage because I don't have 2 blue for it to dissipate anyways. So the cottage might serve better longer game. They could attack me for 2, I don't care. Ancestral Anger. How angry are you? Homestead Courage. I guess very angry. It's a lot on the mouse. Trample Vigilance. Sorry, creature gets... Okay, you know what? I don't know how your deck works. I also don't know how my deck works. Do they have a protection spell? No. They're just making decisions. So... This costs 5. This costs 4. That means I can't play any of those anyways. Swift Spear, okay. Just gonna pump his Swift Spear, yeah. 3-4. Attack for 3-4. That's pretty good. Too late for that, but I guess we'll turn this live here. Again, we're not drawing our next land, which is very important for us to draw, but can he deal 4 damage with 2 mana? Can he do 2 damage with 2 mana? I guess... Would he get a first strike in there? That's the question, right? If he gets a first strike in there, I'm going to be in trouble. But I can't just hold back and not do anything. It's just not fun. Take all your anger. There. You can no longer be angry. He has to play 2 spells in order to block and kill my cottage, which I don't think he will. I am tapped out, but it's fine. Another Homestead Courage. Wide board. Very wide board. Very wide board indeed. Attack for 9. I'm at 9. Lots of Make Disappears, but I can't play all of them, so... Here's a Path of Peril. It's for all creature, power... Well, not... Well, with, was it power or mana value? Mana value 2 or less. Alright, we got put up against a janky deck, so which is kind of fun. Our deck is kind of janky too. Time to eat some food. Ooh, a Tortoise. Will this hit anything? I guess we'll have to be lucky to hit something. You gonna burn my Tortoise in response? Oh, we hit a land. We hit 2 lands? Wow. Never imagined my whole life that my Tortoise will ever hit. Goodbye. Do we want to attack? That costs 5, and then we'll kind of turn everything off. So we'll just hold up the well. No place? No place means whale. Alright. We have a lot of counterspell in our hand, so let's not just waste it and play a Virtue here. And GG. Good game. We won! That, whatever you know, just have to put a bunch of good cards in your deck. Apparently can give you a game. Not likely in the long run, but hey, maybe we'll have like a 40% win rate with this deck. I don't know. 40% is actually pretty high for a janky deck in Standard, because you gotta remember, half the game you play against us mono red, so if you lose a mono red every game, you already are down to like 50% win rate. You go first! Alright, we got 3 lands going first. And a quick study. That's a good enough hand to keep. Let me say hi. Drop a land. You go. Island. That's not good. Alright. Do we drop another Restless Cottage then? I guess. I have nothing else to play. Mono blue, huh? I haven't seen that in a while. How do we fight against mono blue? We don't really have Graveyard Trespasser in the deck. Dark Slick Shore. Guess we'll just try to beat him with manlands. If he draws, I draw. Thanks for the opening for my card draw. And then the trick is to play an impactful card every turn. He has to counter every one of our spells or he'd die, right? So, gotta play an impactful card every turn. He definitely has to counter the Turtis. Otherwise, the land will get way out of control for him. So, here's to make this appear. Yep. And consider, okay. Massacre Girl, huh? That's a cool sleeve. 3 lands only. Well, if that's the case, do we Turtis him again? How many lands? We don't have any lands in the graveyard, huh? I don't want to miss. So, maybe it's time for Sorin. You can counter Sorin. No card draw for you. You gotta just tempo him out. He has to keep countering every turn. Yep. Okay. So now we play Ashiok? Ashilary? Can he handle Ashilary? Blossoming Tortoise is also pretty good, but we don't really have anything else to play to follow that up, right? So Ashiok it is. Huh? You got another counter spell? How many can you have? Alright, if I play this, I'll have 6 lands. So next turn, we will have Blossoming Tortoise with Dissipate held up. That will be an amazing turn. Mono blue, it's just... It's a deck where if you get the draws, you win every game. If you don't get the draws, you don't win any game. There is no play that you have to consider. I know there's a card called Consider in the deck, right? Right there. It's called Consider, and made you think that that deck involves considering things, but it doesn't. Not at all. Alright, he's got a Djinn. So what do we do against the Djinn? It's a 5/4. If he attacks us, it will be pretty scary. Will he be able to counter my Tortoise with 2 mana up? Oh man, now that is a question. I can attack with the Cottage, or I can bounce this Djinn. It'll cost 4 to bounce the Djinn, and I have nothing else to play. So they're definitely not doing that. 1 mana. What can he do with 1 mana? Guess we'll find out. Alright, we don't miss at least. Virtue's a dead card unless we get 2 Virtue and he's tapped out, which, I mean, that's not very likely to happen, right? So he's gonna bounce my Tortoise. That's fine. I don't really want to use the Tortoise this turn. Did you let me study? You're gonna counter my study? Negate. Okay. He's down to 3 cards. That's a land. That is a land. Do we just cycle this land? And try to play Tortoise? We don't have any lands in the graveyard. We can start attacking him with the Restless Cottage. How many creatures do you think he'll have? Well, then that means I should play the Tortoise first. We get a land. It's a pretty good land too. Alright, this costs 3, right? Costs 1 less. I can't auto-pay? Do I not have... Oh, man. Not enough green for this. That's pretty bad. I have enough blue for a Dissipate, I guess. There's that. So, do we Virtue Persistence him? Do we try to draw a card? No, not auto-passing. Again, it's always going to get me. If he tries to card draw me... Blossoming... He's going to bounce my Blossoming Tortoise again. I don't have enough green, huh? Do I Dissipate this? That's interesting. I guess I'll try it. Does he have a counterspell to fight my Dissipate? No, okay. Does he have another Fading Hope? Oh man, is he have another Fading Hope? Not yet. He does! Ugh, okay, fine. I guess we won't play the Tortoise. Okay, 8. It's a lot of lands that we're getting. Negate? I don't know. What do we do here? Do we eat our food? And then you get 1 virtue, right? It's not a very good virtue. So you want to counter this? It would be good if he countered it because it's wasting his place, but I don't know if he would. He does have a negate. You know, we've only drew land so far, and we pitched all the cards that we really needed. If we have a kill spell, it would be kind of different. Down to 1. That's a land. Alright. Can we get out of this somehow? Even with this land? Okay, we're playing this land. Right? We turn the Restless Cottage to life. We get to remove 2 cards. That's not enough. We'll play the Tortoise. That's not enough. Alright, GG. You got through with your dumb plays. See, like I said, the deck doesn't need to... Or you don't need to make any sort of intelligent play in the deck. It's just whatever you draw. No, it's not fun. Mono blue deck is dumb. Also, thanks for all the... how many cards removed do we have? 3 cut down, 2 the end, 1 Terra Thunder, none of those cards drawn. We did draw like 15 lands. So the turn where we play Ashiok and he syncopate for 1, right? So we had an extra land to play first. If we did that, he would have just syncopate for 2. He had an extra land open, so it would not have changed anything. We also didn't draw a Path of Peril, which is unfortunate. You go first, 2 Breach, and a Dissipate. Not enough lands to actually play the Dissipate. I'm gonna keep, and then if it's red, I'll just die, so... Hello! Also, they have all of their Fading Hopes on us, on our Tortoise. That was not fun for us, in any way whatsoever. I know I said Tortoise. I'm trying to sound southerner. I am a southerner with my Tortoise. Briefcase? That's... I don't wanna kill the 1/1 on the briefcase with a cut down, but does my cut down hit anything in that deck? I don't think so. It's kind of a dead card in my hand anyways. Breach though. Breach will hit things hard. Stomper. Alright, you got it. Get your land out. Really thinking about which land. This is another blue. I needed that. Now the question is, do I dissipate his ramp? Or do I dissipate his, you know, Atraxa? The actual good cards. Oof. This is hard, right? Because he's almost got Atraxa next turn. Okay, Briefcase? That's fine. Another Stomper? That's no good. That's 6 lands still, not 7. Yeah, I know, I can count 6s and 7. Do we kill a Stomper? What is he doing? Is he really thinking about it? Do we kill a Stomper? He's got 3 cards left, right? Stomper might kill us. Cut downs are useless. Thanks for drawing in this game. Dark Slick Shore, okay. We need to survive for 2 turns against his 7 drops. Okay, not this turn against 7 drops. Maybe he'll have it. He has Briefcase. Ow. So he Atraxa? No? I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go to my turn. I'll gladly take that. Do we Sheoldred him? If I Sheoldred him, I can't counter his Atraxa. He's gonna draw 5 cards. Draw 3 cards. Oh, he sacked all of it just to draw 3 cards. Interesting. Couldn't he wait a turn? I just need an extra land, but I'm probably not gonna draw it. Up to Beanstalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 lands to do things. Man, oh, Up to Beanstalk is so good, but I can't counter Up to Beanstalk if he has other good cards in his hand. If I know what my top deck is, it would help. And he didn't even play a land this turn yet. There's that land. Okay, gotta counter that. Do I? Do I counter Invasion? Do I care about Invasion? It's really hard against that deck because they got so much card advantage, and that is not a land. I can draw. Well, I can't even play this because I guess I'll have to. It's not great. Definitely take my whole shield down this way. Let's see if he has Atraxa. He has Virtue, okay. Virtue's fine. It's not Atraxa yet. I'm gonna take 8. Pretty big hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. Oh, he's gonna play Virtue. Okay. I don't have Farewell in the deck. But Breach might be able to hit something, right? What is in the graveyard? He's already good gaming me? What a jerk. What did I hit on his graveyard? Topiary Stomper and Archangel Wrath. I guess he's gonna Archangel Wrath me next turn and kill anything I have. I can Nisa. Is a Nisa even good? I guess it's free Nisa and no reason not to take it. And then I'll take a Stomper. Archangel Wrath is good, but not great. Right, I can gain life with this. That might be what matters. No, the Stomper can block.
I will reach out to Sentinel.
Kill that.
Vanquish the unfit.
Yeah, good game. Now shut up. Leyline, alright, that's 8. GG. Not gonna fight that uphill battle. That's insane. Was there any way we could have beat that game? I don't think so. It started with the mulligan with 2 Breach. Obviously, if I know what he was playing, I might have not... Breach is very good against that deck, though. But I guess I wouldn't have kept 2 Breach in opening hand if I know my opponent. Against that deck, I don't know if there's anything we could have done. Siphon Insight? Even then. Also, our Breach didn't hit anything. That's the sad part about it. Maybe he doesn't even run that many Atraxas in his deck. Mr. Hat, 9-13. Right, our next opponent. We're going to go first again. So this is the problem I have with this deck, right? Look at all these black-green lands, and then counterspells are kind of pointless. Especially with Dissipate that costs 2 blue. It won't let me even say hi. And then I played the wrong land, so yeah. That happened. I guess we're not go for the throwing anything this turn. Underdog? Do I? I don't think so. That's not a card I can play. It's all Virtue. And then we'll play this Lily, and I won't be able to stop it. And then Demolition Field can take out the Restless... Oh! That is not a good play, my friend. Oh. Okay, this deck doesn't even have blue. What the heck? 2 forests? Anyways. If I had an island there, it would have been different, but... Again, like I said, right? I did not make this deck. Somebody else did, and they did a terrible job at it. You want to Demolition Field me again? No, just play another underdog. And a third underdog. That's a lot of underdogs. We'll cut one of them down. Maybe he wants to just blitz out his underdog back to back. I can't go for to throw his underdog. I need it against his Sheoldred. If he has any. But good job on Demolition Field. Have you been watching my videos? Can't counter that.
Something suspicious is going on.
Is that the 4th underdog? Shuffler's fine. Scar card. Let's see. I'm gonna Siphon you first. Well, that's a swamp. That means I don't need this land war waste.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Do I go for the throw the underdog? Depending on what I draw, right? But no, there's no reason to take, like, preventing 3 damage there just for that. It's not worth it. Alright, I do draw a land, and this land is pretty useful. Not against the Demolition Field, though. So, if I play it, that does force his mana. And then I discard go for the throw. So that's also not great. How much mana do I need, though? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I'm probably not dissipating anything next turn that he plays. No, I'll play the land. That way I can Virtue him. His deck can't fight a Virtue. kill one. A lot of underdogs in his graveyard. Okay. I'll get a force. That's my last land. Anything else you want to play? Trespass. Gotcha. Dissipated. You want a plus? On your own card? I have no card.
Drop it.
Okay. I did drop it. He gets to go to 6. I guess that's his plan. Do I have anything to stop him from going to 6? Nope. I have one card in the whole deck that can stop it, and that's the Otawara. If that's what he wants. Does he want to discard his last card?
Don't overthink things.
Alright, only his graveyard, huh? Only the underdog. I also have a Sheoldred. That's pretty good. Maybe there's something in his graveyard I can steal. Liliana's pretty good. Remember this card? You gotta remember this card.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. You won't be outsmarting me.
-6. Do it. I know what I'm keeping. Okay, that's your creature.
This was boring and fine.
I don't know if I agree with that though. I would have kept Liliana. Wait. Choose a pile to sacrifice. All of my lands? No. I will sacrifice this pile. It's probably better to sacrifice the other pile, honestly, because I get a Sheoldred back every turn, but I wanted to try this out. Top deck is not great though, so literally the only card that can get us. And a Boseiju. Alright, GG. So, that was a choice that I did not make correctly. I think if I had the other one, I could have gotten a Sheoldred out. And use that to block, maybe, every turn. Oh well. Again, this deck, I don't know if it has what it takes. But opponent had 4 underdogs, so yeah. And we had all the lands. We just drew lands. I think I should have sacrificed all the lands. I don't know. I feel like if I had sacrificed lands, I would not be drawing lands. I would just be drawing the Sheoldred every turn. Opponent goes first. Now we have blue lands. Alright, let's try it. Demir. Let's see who's more Demir. Gumdrop Poisoner, that's fine. Do I steal from him right now so he couldn't counter it? No. Play on opponent's turn. Gotta learn to play on opponent's turn. That's a pretty good card to steal. I'm learning.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Nope. Oh, great. He just got all the cards he needs, huh?
Drop it.
Well, let's go for a little study, shall we? I don't want it to flip. And he's gonna kill his own Liliana.
A delay.
Pretty good card.
Nothing more.
He flips himself anyways. 3 mana. 3 mana. Still has a counterspell in his, up his sleeve, huh? The Archfiend is good. Probably just get countered. Soren's good. Probably also just get countered. Is there a play where I don't just get countered? I don't think so. So I guess we'll just play a card that can at least fight the Graveyard Glutton. Alright, it just gets removed instead of just get countered. No, Fairy Mastermind. That's interesting, bro. Do we attack for 6? See if he wants to block. Our clock's faster than his clock. Hornlock Whale. I guess... Do we counter that? He can't really stop it, right? Yeah, we just counter. He also loses Whale that way. Now he's really thinking about not blocking. If I play another spell, also the Graveyard Glutton flips back. So that's important. Now he ropes. Come on, opponent. Make up your mind. Come on, I don't even know what I'm doing here with this deck. Can you at least try to play? Okay, I guess not. Timeouts used! Oh, jeez. Our opponent's trying to tilt us by being very bad at the game, I guess. He is short on lands. So what do? Soren make a token? Soren Plus definitely will get Soren killed. Soren make a token means that the 2 creatures will be attacking in to kill Soren. That's definitely what's happening. And then I can block 1. Okay, maybe my opponent just rage quit because I had 1 counterspell in my hand. Did I do anything else? No, I had a cut down and a counterspell. That's how normally any deck would have played. Anytime now. I guess our opponent thinks he's a mastermind at things and instead just isn't going to play the game. He keeps clicking on his cards too. He's like, oh, I have a card. Look at that card. Look, it's a card. Also, he clicked over there, I think. Just rope till damage, huh?
Under my touch, neither vampire you deal with this annoyance.
Come at me, bro. I can pop something, which I don't think that's worth it. But Nisa can definitely get a lot of power on board that he can't answer. I'm on 3. I got 3 turns. I gotta go fast. Otherwise, the Archfiend is what's gonna get me killed. Whenever a creature he controls dies, he loses 2. So he's on a tighter clock than he thinks. If he just goes in and attacks Soren there, I can kill his board. The Gumdrop Poisoner dies to the cut down. And then I can play Nisa to make a big thing. If he plays Celestis here, that would be great for me. I don't think he's going to do that. But let's see what he actually does. Maybe he just ropes again. Rage quit happens. Opponents like to rage quit. I've seen a lot of opponent rage quit. Back in my days, rage quit gets you banned from the game. There it is. Just terrible players all around. That's who's playing Magic nowadays. Anyway, we got wins all of this deck. I think that was 40%. I have not counted. It's not that hard to count. 40% would be 2 out of 5 games, right? But overall, that deck is interesting. I don't think it's the greatest. I definitely made a mistake in thinking back, right, on that Liliana choice. That's why I was kind of tilted on him being able to cast Liliana, or being able to trigger Liliana with 4 underdogs in his graveyard, and I did not get any removal from my deck. And honestly, thinking back, keeping the Virtue and his Liliana probably would have been in play, because we gotta keep getting back Sheoldred every turn. I didn't know what he had in his hand. It was just maybe he had things to. There's no way that mono black deck could remove a Virtue, right? So that I should have kept the Virtue. Yeah, that's it. Really, the choice was keeping all of my lands or all of my temple, and I should have kept all the temple because he had. I was at 8 and he had 4 underdog in his graveyard. Yeah, well, this whole deck is interesting. Sultai Midrange is very interesting. There are cards I would definitely cut. Nisa's a trash card. I would not keep it in this deck. It makes no sense. Breach, down to 1, definitely. I don't think 2 Breach is worth it. I know we got to win off the Archfiend, so I don't think cutting the Archfiend would be worth it. But I would just cut those 2 cards and put in 2 Siphons. So fun to siphon your opponent's deck, because that's how I win a lot of times. Just taking our opponent's cards and beat them in the head with it. Alright, that's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you guys next time.